just harvested after I weed finish. So you can see this place, I just clean it up, remove the grass. Okay, so I just did that a few minutes ago. And after I finish weeding, I just harvested about 4 bunch. Okay, about 4 bunch. You can see it, a bunch like this. This is 2,000 naira. This is 2,000 naira. That's how we you can see another one. You can see it, there's 2,000 naira. Okay, so it depends. It's because of this season. There are some season like around July, ending of June to July. This is another one, 2,000 naira. Okay, and that is another one over there. So that is how we package the vegetable and take it to the market. And the best thing I want you to know is that it's not about just the planting and maintenance or coming to harvest it. Before I harvest, the most beautiful thing about this business is that before I harvest, the order has already been made. Okay, even what I have here is not up to what they demanded, but I just quickly have to give these ones to them. Okay, have a lot of customers in just one market. I have over 5 customers that can buy up to 20,000, 30,000 in a day. Okay, but I'm not able to supply that to them for the moment. So it's a good business that anyone you think you have the resources, the assets, the mobility, most importantly, the mobility for you to that you can use to move from your house to the workplace, you'll be able to do this great business. I prefer this than corn farming or cassava farming. These ones are a waste of time. You know, when you plant corn or cassava, after you harvest, you wait for corn, you wait for 3 months and you harvest, and hence you harvest, that is just all. And cassava, you wait for at least 6 months and hence you harvest, that is just all. You just die. But this one, you will keep harvesting as long as you keep maintaining the farm. You keep harvesting, it keep giving you money. Imagine this, just it's not a quarter of land now where I harvested this just for. It's not up to a quarter, and you can see that I've got just 8,000 naira. 4 of this 8,000, and the place I showed you I harvested 3 days ago, I got about 48,000, and this place I've got 70,000. It's not up to 4 plots of land. It's not up to 4 plots, so you can see that you have a lot of thing to go. It's not up to 4 plots, and I harvested about 70,000. Then before the end of in 3 weeks time again, I'm going to harvest another 70,000 or plus, because the more, it depends, it can bring in any amount anytime, and this is about 4 plots. So imagine if you do this for like 1 acre, or should I say 2 acre. I remember in 2022, that was last year, I did 2 acre, and around August, September, I was making at least 400 to 450,000 naira every month, harvesting from just 2 hectares. So imagine if you can afford to invest up to a land that is up to 4 hectares to 5 hectares and use workers. Okay, don't do it alone so that you not have a problem or be stressed. Okay, use workers. The money is there, the money will come out. Okay, the money is there, the money will come out. So from just 2 hectares, I was making over 400,000 naira in at least consecutive 3 months. And you can harvest up to for this one exactly, now I've harvested 3 times, and I'll still have 3 months, and I will still harvest it for another 3 months before it becomes weak. Okay, by the time it became weak, it won't be able to produce well, so you can now leave it, and you cannot leave it for it to either produce seed, or you do another place. Although before then you might have clear another bush. Okay, you might have cleared another bush, because we don't wait. We do this at least 2 times in a year. 2 times in a year. The first, and the first which we is around January. You brush by January. February, March. By March you set it fire, and by April, okay, by April you plant. At least in the first week of April you plant your ugu seed. Okay, so, and from there, when you plant, in the next, you just give it 3 months, 2 months and 2 weeks, you start harvesting. And your harvesting will run for at least 6 months before the vegetable gets tired and reduce production. Okay, so it's a good business. I will advise every one of you that are interested in doing this business, because you are going to enjoy it. But one thing I will advise you is that if you cannot do it yourself, you can use, you have a land space, you can use laborers to do it. You take the money is there. If you do 2 acres and you are making up to 400 to 450,000, and you are using just let's say less than 100,000 to clear, to do the work, take these malams, aboki that used to do farm work and all that. Okay, laborers. There are some villages you go to serve that depends on where your location is. You will have a cheaper laborer. Okay, so but with less than 100,000, you can be maintaining that farm every month with less than 100,000 without you putting your own effort to do the weeding and every other thing. With just laborers with less than 100,000, you can be maintaining the farm, and you'll be making over 400,000 from that particular 2 hectares. 2 hectares of farmland. Okay, 2 hectares of farmland. If it is 1 hectares, you can do at least, you'll be making at least 200 plus every month for at least 4 months. In 6 months, then the other 2 months will not be up to 200,000, because the first one that you will harvest may not be up to 200,000, because you were just starting. The root was just trying to get on the ground. Okay, in the ground. So by the time the second harvest, it will produce more than the first harvest, and then you can be making the 200,000 for 1 hectare for consecutive 4 months, and the next other 1 month the production must have reduced, because of it must have stretched out. Okay, so that is it. It's a good one if you can do it. If you are a farmer, you can do this. In fact, if you have been farming cassava on whatever, if you can focus on this, the sky will be your limit. You see, I've seen a lot of people have done a lot of things with this farming, vegetable farming. It's one of the best, and the most important thing is that nobody owns you. Your money is always intact. Nobody owns you.